What's happening in spiritual warfare when it comes to forgiveness?
Let's go back to the hurt diagram. Hurt is an unmet expectation. That means that every day we have an opportunity to be hurt, probably multiple times in your marriage, in your workplace, at school, with a friend, with your children. Unmet expectations are constant. Even within your church, you will probably have unmet expectations. This is an area where we have seen the enemy go crazy with offense. Unmet expectations toward a pastor, unforgiveness toward that leader or friend in the church. There are even entire forums online that are all about church hurt. Every day, in every place, and with every person, we have an opportunity to be hurt.
So think about it. Your boss or your teacher says or doesn't say something to you, you get caught off guard and it hurts. Your spouse lets you down, you thought it would be different and you get hurt. Your friend talks about you behind your back and that hurts so much. Here's the thing, we see people, but we often fail to recognize that we are also in a spiritual battle. Ephesians 6:12 says, "For our struggle is not against flesh and blood, but against the rulers, against the authorities, against the powers of this dark world, and against the spiritual forces of evil in the heavenly realms." Our struggle isn't against people. It isn't against those who have hurt us. Our struggle is with our opponent, Satan. And as God's children, every time there is hurt, there's an opportunity to overcome our opponent. So let's look at this diagram. Here's the hurt. Someone says something, doesn't do something, and we get hurt. We can recognize the hurt in our heart and choose to forgive. If we choose to forgive, then our heart will remain pure. We stay in the light and we stay in God's love and our heart is clear.
But there's another choice. Let's go back to that same hurt. We've got that hurt in our heart, and if we don't pause and choose to forgive, then instead we actually choose to pick up the offense. And in that moment, whether consciously or unconsciously, we are making the decision. I choose to be offended. I am offended. And if we choose that, then we are choosing to add a block to our heart, a hurt that leads to darkness. And with that choice and that brick that gets added, if left undealt with, it will lead to hardness of heart toward others and toward God. So instead of agreeing with God and his word and keeping the light in our heart, we are actually agreeing with Satan and entering into darkness.
So let's be clear. Satan has a strategy every time we get hurt. His strategy is not only to use the hurt to separate us from each other, but he will know that he's won because a measure of our heart is actually hardened and therefore separated from God's heart. So let's say a spouse or a friend says that they're going to do something and instead they don't. You find out